If you have any questions or concerns about this week's episode, please call or text producer Dan at 778-288-9255. Start the party, Dan!
It's time to turn it up. We're getting crazy, going wild, talking nasty stuff. Dude scrolling hell's like a dumpster fire. Boom, roast, bad post, sticking up the replies. We don't want to go to school. We don't want to get a job. We just want to get online and get our asses blocked. We don't follow the rules. Do whatever we want. It's Block Party, the podcast like we're tweeting a duck. Block Party. Block Party. Block Party. My missions are fucked. Block Party. Block Party. Block Party. I quote tweeting a duck.
Hello, friends, idiots, and friends who are also idiots. Welcome to your favorite podcast about social media and rejection. It is Block Party. This is episode number 296. I'm John.
I'm Stefan.
And with us is a returning guest to the program, one of our faves, the author of that theme song that you just heard.
And the singer of it, too.
Well, yes, and also the singer of it. You may know him from Howell Dawdy's Fast Track. You may know him from Big Howell and Possum's podcast. You may know him from his brand new album, I Need Some Help, which is out now. Howell Dawdy is here. Hi, Howell.
Hi, Howell.
Hey guys,
Hello.
what's up? Be here.
Now, right off the top, I
Sure.
think we need to address something because Stefan did note Howell is singing it as well, which he was making a joke, but it's also weird because a lot of our listeners over time have thought of both the main theme and our bonus theme that I am singing it.
I think it's the Start the Party Dan. Like, it sounds I can sort of see it, but like,
We are not, I mean,
No.
Howell and I are from different places of the world. We have different accents.
Of course.
I don't feel like we sound
It's-
the same, but we get questions often and like, is that
Yeah.
John singing the theme song?
It's possible that I am channeling you in some way when I start to write a Blocked Party.
I think when you
theme
say
song.
Start the Party Dan, you do sort of get into John mode a little bit.
Oh,
Start the
Yeah,
party,
I've always-
Dan.
That
You
is
know
a
what?
sample of John,
That's
isn't
the
it?
same.
that
John.
is John.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
John.
that's the thing. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's where
Oh,
it
is
is.
it actually?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The first line is you.
I
Yeah.
genuinely did not know that.
Right.
And I forgot.
So,
that
so then
was true.
after that, it sounds like
We
then
have
you can
played it 96 times, or I guess 97 times because we played it on episode 200, and I never knew that was my own voice. Dan, can you play that again? Just the start?
Start the party, Dan.
You can
That's
hear
me?
that. That's you.
Yeah,
that's you.
that's
You can
you.
definitely
What
tell that's
the
you.
Fuck, that's mind blowing to me.
But then you
I need
can
to go
so
lay
now you
down.
can see how people think it's you because they hear that and they're like, well, the rest of because then you can kind of like it sort of blends into it a little bit.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
We definitely get it more with the bonus theme. I feel like that just because it's like, psst, hey.
Oh
And I
yeah.
think people think it's me
Because
being like,
you're a very sensual guy.
yeah, people are often imagining me nude and or fornicating when they hear me
course.
in this podcast.
Of course.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
You could combine the two. You could go, "Psst, hey, start the party, Dan."
Oh.
Ooh, that's
ooh,
maybe that's too sensual. That sounds too sensual, actually.
that's a
I
little
like
horny.
it. Oh, Dan got the large Diet Coke too. I love it. There we go.
Or we could combine them both, and it could be very jarring. Where it's like, psst, hey, start the party, Dan.
Oh,
Oh,
sort
yeah.
of trick them a little bit because we do need to figure out what we're gonna do for the new intro.
Yeah, that's
right?
true. Actually, Howell, maybe
Yeah.
you can have some input here because
Mhm.
So we've had start the party, Dan. We've had rip it, Dan.
Rip it, Dan.
Yeah.
But
And then we've had his phone number.
And then we've had his phone
Phone
number.
number.
So now we
Yeah.
need a new like lead into the theme song.
Yeah, I am gonna without spoiling anything about what the new theme song is like, I will tell you this, and this might change your approach.
Okay.
But the new theme song does start with funeral bells tolling,
Oh.
like
Okay.
hell's bells, basically.
Okay.
Okay.
So if that
Interesting.
puts you in the right mood,
Yeah.
you might want to play with that. You might want to play with the
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe I
Somber
got to
tone.
start with like we're all gonna die or something like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
get really creepy
all
with it.
even you, listener, are going to
Yeah.
get them in the right headspace for an
Yes.
episode. Even you, listener, are
I
one
just-
day going to die.
I want to say, Dan, this is an interesting way. Do you drink? This is how you drink your McDonald's drinks?
No, they didn't give me a fucking straw.
Okay.
I didn't
okay.
give him a
I
straw.
was
That
wondering.
sucks.
Yeah,
They don't
that-
give you a
that
straw.
sucks. Is it one of those
Yeah.
ones where you had to ask for the straw in the order and you just
No,
didn't?
I don't
Or-
know. Sometimes they give me one, sometimes they don't. They're all fucked up over there.
Now,
Yeah.
what did you get
I
for
was
breakfast?
thinking it seemed very luxurious to get the fountain soda and then just pop the top
Just
off and
pop the top off.
just be glugging it. Seems nice actually.
It does.
It's
yeah.
I
not
feel like
bad.
I like the straw. I feel like I like there's something about the way it hits your mouth when you're sucking it in.
It's the paper straw now, though, right?
Well, yeah,
Which
they give you
is-
the
Something
paper
about the
straw.
straw.
the paper straw is bad. The bamboo straw is good because it's like almost like it is like a hard plastic almost. I don't know
Yeah,
if
and
you've
if they
tried
don't
that
give
one.
you a straw, then you can like reuse an old one you have on your desk behind you or whatever, but not with the paper straws.
Are
can't
you
do that.
saving the paper straws on your desk?
No, I just have a drink from like 2 days ago behind me.
Okay. What kind of straw
but
is
the
it?
paper straw is disintegrated. Is what
Yeah,
you're
it's
saying.
like it's fucked. You can't
Okay.
use it now, so
Sure,
or
sure,
I
sure.
would be using that. That's
What's the drink
mean-
from 2 days ago?
You can't use it 2/3 of the way into the drink either. So
Yeah.
I mean that's the problem with the paper straw.
The paper straws. Look,
I'm ready to go back to plastic.
honestly, I think the paper straw. I think
I
even
don't know
like
about you guys, but plastic bags were fucking goated, and
Yeah.
so are plastic straws. And I say we go back.
I think everyone
The
admits
world's fucked anyway. Let's get
Sure.
serious here for a minute. Like we're
Yeah.
all going to
Okay.
die
All
in
right.
the next 20 to 25 years.
Yeah.
In the climate wars,
we might as well have.
who
plastic
cares if we
straws.
speed it up by a year at this point?
I do think preferring plastic straws is like my most right wing opinion.
Mhm.
I'm gonna give them. I'll give right wing guys this. Paper straws fucking suck. They're bad.
Yeah.
However, the fake plasticky bamboo straws they've recently come out with are genuinely good. Those are fine because they're like hard and they don't disintegrate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
those are fine.
you can kill somebody with them as
Yeah,
well.
because if you break it, it is actually quite sharp too. So
And
there's that.
more pandas will die because the bamboo crops are down.
That's right.
so
that's
that's
right.
also a plus.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
guys really
but-
are on a right wing path right
We've been
now.
trying to figure out how to grift
Yeah.
for years, and maybe this is the way we
I
do
think
it.
we kind of have to. I think at some point. So
I just don't even think. I think at this point, like paper straws are so bad that I feel like saying I want plastic straws back isn't even controversial.
no, it's not.
Like,
I
don't
think
anyone
everyone
would
yeah, I
be
agrees.
don't
mad and tweet at us like, I can't
Yeah.
believe John said he wants plastic straws back. Everybody's kind of like, yeah.
Everyone agrees. I remember
I
going
do
to.
think everyone's attitude towards paper straws is, oh, these are bad.
I think when they first came out, it was like, whatever, this is no big deal. And then you realize, like, oh, this actually fucking sucks. And I remember going to, I think it was a Starbucks near my old place and getting a drink, and they gave me a plastic straw. And I was like, oh my God, this is incredible. This feels so like wrong. I love it, you know? And the straw was great. It was a great straw, you know? And it was one of the ones, the bendy ones too, with like sort of the,
Oh, I don't like those.
Oh, I
like
love
I
those.
like a straight to the mouth.
oh,
you
I
know?
love that. Well, compared to a paper straw though, I mean, you'll take that obviously.
Oh,
You can't
absolutely.
Get,
Yeah.
You can't get a bendy paper straw. But the
No.
funny thing about the paper straws is that they come in a plastic like bag. They come in like a
what are
little
they doing?
plastic.
And how
sleeve.
come when you get hot dogs and hot dog buns, it's like a different number of each one? You know
I
what I mean?
mean,
What are we doing here? You know?
Yeah.
Come on.
Seems like a simple fix.
ridiculous. Yeah.
I just, it genuinely is, and I don't even care about politics really. I don't even pay attention. But like,
Cool.
it truly is. No, but like,
speaking of straws, I don't even pay attention to. That's how weird politics is now. is
No,
that you
but I
can't
was gonna
talk
say,
about
Straws is
like,
politics, yeah.
straws.
no, but I'm saying like the kind of thing is that
I've heard of
it's
a
like
straw man argument, but John, this is a little ridiculous.
a plastic straw man.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Stefan.
What
Yeah.
I was gonna say is
Me
that
too.
it's not even a straw man. It's just like I agree with people who are like, okay, we're letting these billionaires like pollute all
Yes.
the like we're not checking them,
Yeah.
but I have to lose my
Yeah.
plastic straws because you're pumping shit into
We
that.
obviously know what the solution to a lot of those
Yes,
problems
But
is.
that's what I'm saying is like that's my only political view.
Sure.
I'm just like
That's like a reason. I think that's a reasonable view. Is that
Yeah.
it's the little people who are getting punished for what the big corporations are doing.
Yeah,
right.
it's
We all
fucking
know
bullshit.
that, obviously. So just
Yeah.
give us the fucking plastic straws back.
just
at
give us
this
the
point. I don't
plastic
care.
straws back. Just
I want to
scrub
throw
one
them in
of
the
your-
ocean and kill some sea turtles. You know what I mean? The paper
Yes.
straws don't kill sea turtles.
No,
you
that's
guys are
not
gonna
even
get
real.
you guys are gonna get my sea turtle sponsorship canceled. God damn it.
Sorry, I didn't notice that you
shouldn't
were
have
wearing
done
a
it.
Save the Sea Turtles shirt. That's on me. That's on me. Couldn't read it. Yeah, that's my only. I shouldn't say that's my only political opinion. I have some other ones as well, but
Yeah.
But I'm just
Mhm.
trying to be. I'm playing both sides of the fence. I mean, we don't know who's listening to this podcast, right? We got to be.
You have a general idea. I feel like.
Yeah,
right?
no, I'm joking.
Yeah.
I really feel bad for what's going on in America at the moment.
Well,
We don't need to get into it.
I think it was YKS in their Discord a few years ago, and Dan will know this for sure, where there was a guy who was like, complaining about how they were always like punching down towards like the right wing or whatever. And he's like, you guys know you have like conservative listeners, right? And then he just like left the Discord. And I think now his post is like a chat command in there that you can like bring up. That's so good. I like listening to YKS as like a right wing guy is very funny to me. You know?
Yeah, every once in a while you can check the Flophouse is the podcast I produce. That you can check the reviews for that and see somebody going like, used to be good, now they gotta talk about how stupid conservatives are all the time, and it's like, yep,
yeah, we do actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be shocked if we have any Republicans who listen to this podcast, but we probably do, I guess.
Well, your dad doesn't listen, I guess, does he?
Well, my dad is Canadian, so
I know.
my dad's
He's a Canadian Republican, which is
But-
Dan's dad actually.
the Canadian Republican would be such a good.
Yeah, he's a can rep. No, my dad though, I will say, in fairness to my father, the last couple elections, he's actually gone away from voting conservative.
Yeah. Did he vote for Trudeau?
I don't know.
Well, voted for like it's not. How
I genuinely don't know who he voted
but-
for. I just know that he hated Andrew Scheer so much that he was like, I can't vote for that guy.
Yeah, presumably he doesn't like Pierre. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name.
Who could possibly?
What a nasty! Our future prime minister, unfortunately.
Yeah, Pierre Poilievre.
Yeah, God. When I first heard him talk,
fucking Lilliputian piece of shit.
Yeah, when I first heard him talk, I thought it was a joke. I thought someone like changed his voice to make him sound worse. He sounds worse than Jordan Peterson. It is like a similar type of voice, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's funny.
It's like it's a Model UN voice,
and he's also like very
Kermit voice.
Oh, it's bad.
Totally, and he's very humorless about it because Chris Wilson, he's still a great comedian, but was formerly Vancouver comedian, very funny guy, does an impression of him on This Hour Has 22 Minutes, and it's very good. And he like met Poilievre in person, like they were filming a thing, and he did the impression to Poilievre, and he did not. He has no sense of humor at all. I don't think he realized what was going on.
God, that's the best. That's the best.
Really good.
They don't like it. They don't like the impression. That's good.
Oh, he was unhappy.
I miss when Nardwuar used to do the hip flip with politicians. Do you remember that?
Yes.
You know who Nardwuar is, right, Hal?
I know who Nardwuar is.
Yeah.
Vancouver. I don't think I've ever watched any Nardwuar stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he's great. He's fantastic.
He's
Vancouver legend. Yeah. It's like so good to see him like blow up in like his like later days because he's like in his 60s. I'm pretty sure he's getting up
late 50s, I think. But yeah, I mean, he started doing interviews in like the early 90s. Like he interviewed Nirvana. Like when Kurt was still alive and
was still doing like the same bit and everything. Yeah, totally. But he had a thing called the hip flip. And what it is like, it's like a tube sort of with like, and you like press it up against your stomach and up against another person's stomach. And you're like keeping it together with like, and there's like a ring or like a thing that goes around and you're trying to like flip it around together. And he was asking,
it's like a party game.
Yeah, and he was asking various Canadian politicians during like the election in like it's like early 2000s.
Yeah, he asked Jean Chrétien if he would do it, and Jean Chrétien, no, he didn't know what it was.
No, he didn't do it. Someone did. Maybe it was Jack Layton did it.
Yeah, I can't remember, but
anyway, yeah.
Chrétien just tried to pretend. He was like, I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what you're talking about. You know, Chrétien barely commanded English, so
he got pied a couple times. I remember that was a big deal.
Chrétien, that's right. I forgot about that. That's what happens in Canada. Like in America, the presidential candidates get shot at. In Canada, they get a pie.
Yeah, and it's like a huge issue,
and it's a huge deal. National security. They let him pie him. What flavor of pie was it? Banana cream. Put him in jail for life.
Banana cream I've never had before.
It's a great pie.
Is it good?
Absolutely.
Is it actually good?
Yes.
I don't know.
It is.
I don't know. How what's your go-to pie, Hal?
I mean, I would pick an apple pie, a slice of apple pie over most things.
Yeah.
But I love buttermilk pie a lot, which is
buttermilk
pie.
Pie.
It's like chess pie, basically.
That's both of those things you just said mean nothing to me.
Buttermilk. I know chess pie. I think
chess pie is like it's kind of like a
buttermilk
chocolate
pie
and vanilla or something. What's chess pie?
Chess pie.
There is like there's like a checkerboard version of some kind of pie. I know what you're talking about, but I don't think that's chess pie. The chess pie I know of God, what is the filling of buttermilk pie like? I'm trying to think of because it's just like a really good like filling made of I don't know, like default pie goo. Like I don't even know what it. I don't know what is in it. It's
oh man, this sentence is very American. I'll say, buttermilk pie is associated with the cuisine of the southern United States. It is one of the desperation pies.
Desperation. That's the word I was looking for. It's a desperation pie because it's made of. It has no like. It doesn't have chocolate in it. It doesn't have anything that you would have to spend money on. It doesn't have.
It's like pies that you made in the Depression kind of thing. Is that like a
yeah.
Okay. So I'm seeing chess pie here as well. So it's almost like
chess pie looks good.
It's so
kind
good.
of like a custard. Is it? No, not really. Is it?
Somewhere, yeah. It's sort
like
of.
I'm looking at it and I can't even tell what it is.
I think it's heartier than a custard.
Oh, it says it's similar to Jefferson Davis pie.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it is.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
okay. Why didn't you just say that, Howell? You fucking idiot. I've never heard of or seen any of these pies.
That's so funny for that pie. You can the pie is either named after like the classic game played by smart guys or America's most famous racist. It's one of the two. Actually, is he their most famous racist? Who's your most famous racist? Jefferson Davis.
Oh,
former president of the Confederate States. So pretty famous racist, I feel like.
Definitely a famous racist.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess it might be Donald Trump, right?
It could be. You could certainly make an argument that it's Donald Trump, but it's because you're combining the most famous fame with like Jefferson. Like nobody's heard of Jefferson Davis or anything. You have to notoriety combined with racism. I mean, Robert E. Lee, of course.
Robert E. Lee. I mean, George W. Bush. Honestly, most presidents.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yep.
That's not. Oh, wasn't Ulysses S. Grant is like also kind of a famous racist, isn't he?
I thought.
I think he. Well, I mean, probably, yeah, but I think he did fight for the.
He fought for the Union. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Yeah. Okay. For some reason, I had him in my mind being like.
What was that, Dan?
What about Jesse Farrar?
Well, he's not famous.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Howell, do you do the slice of cheddar on apple pie?
I actually don't think I've ever had that.
Look,
I would do it.
Because I thought it's a Southern thing. I feel like, right? Because I know Jesse does it, and I tried it recently. And John, I think you've done it, right? I think right. The cheddar
slice of cheddar on apple. I feel like I have. Yeah.
It is really good.
Yeah. Okay.
I could see that for sure. I mean, I love like brie and apples is like a amazing.
It's similar to that.
So for me, it's not hard to imagine that a combination of cheese and apples would be.
Oh, it's so, and just cheddar is just like so. You know what I mean? Just like a big slice of orange cheddar. Ooh.
The apple pie that we get the most, my family and me and my wife, it has like a caramel frosting on the top of it. That's really thick and very good, and then a crumble, then like a sugar crumble under that. So I never am eating this pie and going, I should add something to this.
Right. At that point,
doesn't enter my mind.
I feel like if it's caramel, you probably don't want the cheddar. I feel like caramel.
It's more for like if it's just a plain slice of apple pie with just the normal pie crust and everything. Where do you stand on rhubarb pie?
I love rhubarb pie.
Oh, rhubarb pie is
Me too.
Pie is so nice. Rhubarb pie. Rhubarb pie is very nice. It's really, really good.
But I'm having my rhubarb pie. Fuck, man. I will say, like, I am a big. I think I've said this before because this is a tough sentence to speak, but I am a big cream pie fan, and I think most most cream pies.
Oh, I know.
Most cream pies are. I like them all, like banana, coconut, chocolate.
Can I clip you saying that for when you come on Golf Kings in like a week?
Well,
just for that,
the rules are the same as always.
Yeah,
you show me the check, and I will allow you.
I'm just gonna have it clipped so I can play it for free, so there's no money involved.
No, okay, well then no.
Then
the answer is
okay.
No.
And can you slightly rephrase it? Can you say more like I love getting cream pied? Can you say it more like that?
Yeah, that's what you call eating a cream pie.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've never heard that before. Is that like an American thing?
I love getting cream pied in my ass, you know? Like yeah. Okay, Dan, you can.
Dan's trying to
figure out how to
clip
how to
that
market
in the middle
it.
of the episode.
Yeah.
Hurt his head.
Oh my god. You know what? I'm seeing the fountain drink. I'm going to be getting a fountain drink tomorrow. I'm very excited. I'm going to the movies tomorrow. So it's a big part of my weekend.
I was going to say, what a
fountain
fucking dumb thing to say.
No, but I know
I
know in advance that I'm getting a fountain drink, so I'm excited. I'm going to
No
use
shit.
What? I'm just excited for it. I don't get fountain drinks that often. So
Oh
it's
my
nice.
god, man.
What are you going to?
Let me guess, you're going to see Twisters.
No, we're going to see Long Legs.
Oh, worse.
Oh, you're not a movie guy. Howell, have you seen it yet?
I haven't seen Long Legs yet. I've heard good things.
It looks good.
Um,
It looks scary.
I feel like I've seen Long Legs before. Like, at least I've definitely seen Long Legs 29, 30, and 33.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You're doing what?
Porno
Like a
joke.
porno thing?
Yeah.
Right. Like a leg
You didn't
fetish.
you didn't get that?
Like a leg fetish porno.
leg fetish porno.
Like a
Well,
leg-
not even leg
Okay.
fetish. Just like
gams.
the girls have long legs. And
Yeah,
that's
but that
not-
would be a leg fetish. I
Is that a
feel.
fetish though? If you're just
I
like,
think if
she has
legs
nice
is in the
legs,
title, I
I
think
don't think it's
I think it's yeah.
named that.
Yeah.
a leg. Oh, you got a leg fetish? That doesn't
Or
make
like-
any
or-
sense.
I think John is thinking of like really old timey porno where they would have just called dames legs. They would
Yeah,
have
maybe
a
that's
pair of
what it is,
legs
yeah.
on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sort of a vintage porno guy.
Like if legs is in the title, then that's the focal point of the porno, I think.
I just think, yeah, I guess, but I don't think it's like I don't.
Somebody
Well,
think
that's not
definitely-
entirely true though, because Bang Bus, I wouldn't argue like the bus is important, but it's not like the banging is
Nobody
the more
fucks
important part.
the bus. Nobody
You know.
sticks their dick in the
I wonder
bus.
how the bus feels about that. We've never
Yeah.
really thought about how the
I wonder
bus
if there's
never
a
gets
guy,
fucked.
you know, like there's the
I wanna fuck
TLC.
the bang bus.
Yeah, the TLC show, like my weird obsession or my weird.
Yeah.
Right.
And
My
there's the guy
strange
who,
addiction.
guy
yeah,
who
and
fucks his
there's
car.
the guy who fucks his car. I wonder if he heard about Bang Bus and was
How
like,
does he fuck the
Here we
car? He fucks the gas tank or the exhaust pipe?
he just
Or-
like rubs his cock all over it.
oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like sucks on it and stuff.
Ugh.
Sucks on the car. I'm sucking on my car.
Yeah, he says
Uh,
it's about how he fucks his car, and then it shows him like gently kissing the hood of the car.
But we
and
know
you're
it's
like,
because
okay,
they can't
all right.
show him like fully nude, like fucking his. And I think part of it is that he'll be like inside the car, like jacking off and like sticking his fingers into like the vents or whatever, like
man.
stuff, and just going like
Well, in
moving the
fairness-
dials around and stuff, and like
In fairness, it would be cool if you had that because then you wouldn't even have to have like you wouldn't have to go on dates or
oh yeah,
anything. You're just like,
show
"Ah,
him-
my girlfriend's in
they-
my driveway.
they show him in the
Yeah.
show driving to like make out point, and it's like just him because he's there with his
That's
car. It's great.
I've actually come all the way around on this. I think I wish I was in.
Have you seen the clip of the guy fucking
No.
his car? Okay, hold on.
I haven't seen. Stefan, again. You think I would never see something like this?
Sex with my car. Okay, here it is.
It's
I've-
literally
and I-
called "Sex with My Car."
Yeah, I've clicked the.
Isn't that a Too Short song?
And I will and I will say the hyperlink is purple because I have clicked it before. So
What
Yeah.
else is new?
I also do want to say I was on Wikipedia because I was looking up Ulysses S. Grant, and I just remembered this. This was like 3 weeks ago, and I was going to do it as a social media update and forgot. But
Hmm.
3 weeks ago, the featured article on Wikipedia was torture. And it
Oh.
was just like torture is like a method of like causing pain, and it was just like all of the lists of like types of torture, and it was like,
That's cool.
yeah, I don't know how they chose the featured article for that day, but this is the guy fucking his car, and he really like kisses on his car and stuff, and he rubs himself on his car, and like I feel like it's okay to make fun of this guy. I think it's
I'm not
fine.
even-
to make
like
fun.
I said, I don't even think I'm making fun of him. I'm kind
well,
of
wait till you watch this, then I
Okay.
think you will be making fun of him.
like, okay. Like that I was talking about, like liking women that have long legs, and we somehow ended up on. You guys seen the guy who fucks his car?
Yeah, there we
There
go.
it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Morning, baby. Handsome man.
Oh, it's a man. Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Nathaniel is in a committed
He's gay with his car.
with a car that he's named.
Well, that's why I was a little
Yeah.
surprised because I think people think of cars and boats as women, right?
It's very funny imagining his dad getting mad, but only because the car is a boy.
Everything
You need to fuck a lady car.
not just filthy connection.
He comes home one day and his dad's there with a pink car, like, no, you like.
It's got the eyelashes on the
Yeah.
headlights.
Dan, can you put the
Like, that's
captions
the
on?
ugliest car I've ever seen.
Can I what?
Can you put the captions on?
Oh yeah, I can do that.
I just want to see what he's. Oh, I love.
Unavailable.
It's always a good
I
sign
don't know what he's saying.
when you're watching a video about a guy fucking his car, and then you go to the
Most
timeline
watched.
thing, and then there's like this huge spike in the middle.
Yeah.
Give him a kiss here. And just kind of caress him down the side.
My initial reaction was I was kind of shocked. It was kind of weird because it was just hard to understand.
Yeah. I think that's a
It
reasonable.
says it credits her as roommate, not ex-wife /
Yeah,
roommate.
totally. Oh,
Wow.
the Eiffel Tower would be an expensive one.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know why I feel the way I do. But I just absolutely love Chase. We always have such a good time together.
Chase is a good name for a
He likes
car
a lot of the same music.
Yeah.
because it's fast.
It's Can't Fight This Feeling by REO Speedwagon. I think you can guess how you buy something for your fiance or your wife. And then
Usually for his birthday, I try to do something special for him too.
Get him new wiper blades.
going to
Take it for an oil change.
Against him a little. And
Here, he's at makeout point.
Wow, when I think about it, I'm married to my car too. Shit.
But Nathaniel's relationship with Chase goes beyond dates and presents.
Yep.
we have our times when we get sexual. Does that feel good?
Why did he agree to be on this show? I mean, this is so rough.
Well, I do feel like this is like fake, but like
Yeah. There's a
His fender
it's like really fake.
across his hood. And
If I found out this guy was like a UCB comedian, I would not be surprised, you know, and just like tricked the show.
and rub against him like that.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
say,
fair.
whenever I see something like this, I always think
one of his more bold positions is
I think about how crazy it's crazy for me to imagine living in a rural area where you just have a lot of space
Yeah.
and you could do something all day and nobody would notice at all.
Yeah.
People
It's-
that don't understand.
I think I would go crazy if I just had
So attached
like a
to
bunch of
Chase,
land
rarely
and lived
lets
on it.
anyone
Or
Yeah.
maybe I wouldn't go
You
crazy.
don't think?
Maybe
I don't think you would
have
start fucking your car.
more than
I might start fucking my car if I just didn't have immediate neighbors
Yeah.
I wasn't with him at work.
for like
Pictures
24
on-
hours. Like
on his face all the
I don't
time.
have neighbors for 24 hours. I'm already fucking my car.
It's also so funny to blur out like the model of car.
Yeah.
Not a nice
I
car.
just have to
No.
gather myself here. I'm sorry for all that.
It's got to be so hard when he's driving it. Like, what if it crashes?
Oh my God.
I think life would be easier if he did change.
Okay, that's enough of this.
I think life would be easier if he didn't fuck his car. Yeah,
I mean, I
Yeah.
would probably agree with that.
that seems like a pretty reasonable level.
But again, though, I'm saying you don't have to do online dating. You don't have to.
no,
you know,
but it's like Carfax, I guess, would be like your online dating, right? That's like Tinder, but for
Your Carfax profile.
yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
here's a question, though. Would it be wrong if he got turned on by the cartoon movie Cars?
That would be disgusting.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, that would be gross.
That's sort of like hentai, but for him.
What if he went on a bus?
Like
What is
Speed
what-
Racery is also, you can't watch that.
What is it? What is a bus to him? Is that like just like a gangbang? Like what is that?
A bus?
Right?
Is a bus a gangbang?
No,
Because
I
there's
don't
like there'd
think
be a
that-
bunch of people. First of all, I don't think he's in an area that has much public transit. So
I just think he would think the bus is too big. Like he'd be like,
Like
I'm
a
not attracted.
BBW type thing.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
the
not
bus is a
attracted to
the bus is a
buses.
BBW. I think
Yeah, that's
I
what
think-
I think is more likely.
I think like a big-
the BBB.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
an SS BBW, which is Super Saiyan BBW, which is a thing.
Okay. I don't know if I was supposed to have a reaction.
No, that's the
I'm
proper
just,
reaction I think to have.
okay.
That's okay. Yeah,
Just checking. Yeah.
yeah. I know that because of our friend John Hendren.
I know that because
John has.
I'm
Not to blow
going to
up
be
John-
honest. I didn't care how you knew it.
Well, but
that was not
you
with the
probably
first question.
assumed it. You probably assumed it was John.
Well, yeah, but the first question on my mind was not, geez, I wonder how Stefan knows about
Yeah,
that.
not to blow up our friend John's spot, but
Okay,
he
but
has
so-
become obsessed with this German guy who lives in Las Vegas and has like a hype house for BBWs. So
What?
yeah, this can be like a whole other episode. We can move on. We can go back to the guy fucking his car.
yeah,
I'd kind
kind of
of.
wish we had gone to the hype house instead of the car.
Oh my god! What about an airplane? What is an airplane to that guy? Is an airplane like a
It's a
creature of some
different
kind?
thing. That's
like
yeah,
an
a
animal.
different thing. to him, like loving an airplane would be like
airplane is a bird thing.
Yeah.
What's the thing is like, is every vehicle like an equivalent of like a living thing to him, or is it just this one red car that he drives?
Yeah, because I don't know if he gets turned on by other cars, but to me, like an airplane would be like a frog or whatever.
I feel like
it's not
right. Yeah, I feel like looking at his car, he has like pretty low standards. You know what I mean?
The car is not nice.
His car is kind of a butter car. You know.
Yeah.
If he went to a marina, he would call it an aquarium because he thinks all the boats
boats are fish.
Yes,
but the fish live above water.
Yeah, but they're on the water. Sure. Yeah.
Can a submarine be a fish?
Definitely, for sure.
Okay. Okay.
Submarines are fish.
Submarines are fish to him.
I think a boat could be a bird floating on the water.
Oh, a boat might be.
Maybe it's a penguin.
Oh yeah, or a duck. Maybe he thinks boats are
ducks can fly though, is the thing, right?
Mm.
But the duck flying is like when they take the boat out of the water for the season or something, and it's on the back of a. So the duck flying is like when a boat is on like a trailer.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Being pulled by a wife.
Being pulled by my wife, the car. Yeah. Well, my husband actually.
My husband. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm fucking my
That's right.
car.
I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Sorry to the
just in case you thought 296 episodes in, Block Party lost our fastball.
We still have it.
We still have it as we contemplate what the sex with my car guy thinks other vehicles are.
What is a tank? What is a tank going to be? A tank is going to be like...
It's like an elephant.
I think it's like an Old West sheriff to him. I think he thinks that's like the lawman in his Old West town.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, because I guess he would be scared of the tank because the tank could crush his car.
Tank is scary.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the tank is scary.
Do you think
it could also bring his car into town and string it up for its crime?
You know what I just thought of is if he wanted to do like a cuck thing, he could illegally park his car and watch it get towed, and he's like jacking off in a corner watching his car get towed away.
Right, because when a car gets towed, it's being fucked by the tow truck.
The tow truck is fucking the car when it tows it.
It's funny to imagine him watching this and going, "That's sick. That's disgusting." You all have a problem.
These guys think tow trucks are fucking the cars. They don't know. They're so stupid.
Yeah. What is a bicycle? A bicycle is like a caveman. It's primitive, right?
Bicycle is a caveman,
right? Is a bicycle a caveman?
Now we're writing Dave Byrne lyrics. I think.
Was just about to say, "Bicycle as a Caveman" is my favorite Bell and Sebastian song.
I think a bicycle could be a caveman. I think a skateboard would be.
A skateboard is a child.
You think, or like a cool teen?
Yeah. Skateboard is a teen.
So let's move away from skateboards.
Is a cool teen.
Yeah. Now we can move away. Yeah.
So he's not interested in skateboards.
I would hope not.
No, he's not. He's not. Yeah. Everything's above board here.
What about the Flintstones car? He must.
That's like his dream, I think, right? Because you're controlling, you're powering it.
That's true.
So that's like he jacks.
That's
off
like a foot fetish
Flintstones
thing,
car.
I think, right? Because you're using your bare feet.
But it's like a fantasy thing. Go ahead, Hal.
Well, I was going to say, wouldn't it be? It's almost like a sex doll because
it's not like a real car.
It's not.
Well, but that would be like a remote. That would be like an RC car, I think, right? And he had some model cars behind him, right? In one of the shots.
Yeah,
he did, and he had a few models that were different.
Is that porno? Is that just porno? You think?
See, to me, he's watching the Flintstones, and that's like porno. That's like it's like when you're watching a porno and they're doing something, and you're like, I would like to do that, but I know that I will never do that. That's kind of like the Flintstones car.
I was gonna say watching those Russian dash cam videos of car accident compilations is like snuff film, but that's kind of what it is already, right? You are just like watching people die.
You've gotten all the way back around.
It kind of just literally is a snuff film already. So yeah. What about what do you think it's like for him if he sees one of those like the car crushing places where they have like the big electromagnet and it's like holding the car up? Is that's like John, that's like Shibari, I think.
I don't think so.
I think that's like Shibari.
People don't die in Shibari.
John's all offended.
I think you know what?
I'm
you know what?
Furious.
No, you know what Shibari is? Those parking garages where it's like the car elevator.
Right, yeah.
And it brings it up to I think that's maybe Shibari, right? And then what
I don't
about
know,
what
Stefan.
about the what about
I don't
the
know
big-
what shibari is to
What
the
a-
car that
well,
is
that's
being
what,
had
that's what we're
sex
fucking
with.
here for. That's what we're trying to figure out. What about like one of the big trailers that carries all the cars to the dealer?
Yeah, shibari is when you put a car in a flatbed truck and you have to secure it with all the straps.
Oh,
that
yeah,
is
that makes sense.
shibari
That
for
makes
the
sense.
car.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Obviously, I
Yes.
What's a
Yeah,
horse
yeah.
trailer?
mean, I don't know.
Is that like a car getting fucked by a horse because the horse is inside the car?
No, a horse trailer is, to him, it's when you see those like BDSM vehicles where it's like where somebody's like whipping like some leather clad people and they're pulling them on like a carriage or whatever. It's the exact opposite thing,
Yeah.
right? It's a horse. It's a person being drawn by
Right.
people.
Yeah. What is a horse to him? Just a regular horse? Because that's a vehicle.
Oh, it's a dog. It's his dog.
A horse is a
All
dog.
horses
to him.
are his
A horse
dog.
is a dog to him, and he fucks a car, and he's gay for it. Okay. I think we're
This is going to be like, there are probably some people who are like, they're getting close to 300. I probably don't need to listen to Block Party anymore. And this is going to be the final push off of the dock into the water.
I think
This is absolutely when someone from Broomgate checks out. Like,
no one
yeah,
from
no.
Broomgate is coming over here.
It's very funny to imagine someone listening to Broomgate like this weekend and being like, time to check out Block Party. And this is the first episode they listened to.
Because it does say, we've talked about this, I think, but it says in the Broomgate episode description, Block Party.
Yes.
It says
I'm
like
sure
John Cullen bracket Blocked Party.
we've certainly picked up some listeners for one episode, I think, maybe. Or they've gone back and like looked up specific guests that maybe they're familiar with. But yeah, if you have just finished listening to Broomgate and you are listening to Block Party for the first time, this is basically what it is. Essentially.
Yeah, this isn't a one-off.
This is the peak. It's not getting better than this.
If you don't like this, then this show's not for you.
What about a helicopter?
All right, time to move on to our social media updates.
What a fucking good segue.
really the perfect segue for that.
That was good, yeah.
Following, what did you see? Sports or politics, tweets and skis, hot takes on the TL or fast food freaks. It's our social media update.
Howell, we always like to start with the guest. What is going on your social media?
Well, I think y'all might have dodged a couple bullets here because I was really thinking. I was going through some of my favorite social media things right now, and a lot of them are pretty prone to making people angry.
Yeah,
And,
you like good stuff. I think all the stuff you like is
love
good.
stuff. I love good things, but I was thinking about introducing you guys to like the Dad Bod veteran today, or
okay,
or a guy named Bourbon Barbecue Barbells, who is like if Rasputin was an epic bacon guy.
Oh my god!
I was thinking about bringing those guys into your orbit today, and instead I decided, you know what? I'm going to spread light and joy into the world. I'm going to share something that makes me just really happy, and by someone who I genuinely love, who I think is great.
Okay, this is nice. I thought it was going to be the guy fucking his car.
Yeah,
because it briefly
Dan
showed
still
up
had
there.
that up.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
It's this guy from the show who fucks his car. No, this is there's a country club down in Florida called Martin Downs Golf Club.
Okay.
And they have a social media director named Margot who did in March did a post where she just announced what the upcoming activities were at Martin Downs, and it blew up. It got like 4 million views or something on Instagram, and it's because of her very unique presence, which you will see. Dan, you can go ahead and play it.
Come on down to Martin Downs Golf and Country Club. Book your tea time today in our pro shop. It's a beautiful day at Martin Downs. Have a great day.
Wow. I like that. Has she ever been on camera before?
I don't think so.
Or like
I think
spoken?
it really looks like. So she set the camera up at like a Dutch angle.
Yes.
You can see she has the remote in her hand.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So she is. She's all of this is just Margot.
Yes.
And she just accidentally captured this sort of magical vibe where it's like she seems like she's about to cry the whole time, or
It does seem like she's kind of at gunpoint a little bit.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely,
or
definitely a
someone-
gunpoint vibe for sure.
it's a gunpoint thing. Like someone's going like, promote karaoke night at Chippers right now. To
Margot,
to
get
holding
the
a gun.
fuck out there! If you
Okay,
do
here we-
not fucking promote this shit, our club will close.
Yeah, that's and this is okay. So here is Latin night at Chippers. Here we go.
Okay.
Hi everyone. The dance floor was on fire last night with Latin Fiesta. It was beautiful. The music was invigorating, and everyone had a great time. We hope that next time you'll join us for the Latin Fiesta. The tequila was flowing, the margaritas were flowing,
Okay.
and it was a wonderful night of Latin music and dance. We hope you'll join us next time here at Martin Downs Golf and Country Club. I would like to thank from the Funky Monkey for this beautiful dress
It's a great dress.
and gorgeous accessories. Have a great day.
Oh my god. Okay.
Great. I love her.
This one started and I was like, "Oh wow, she's gotten a little bit better. Like she's really improved." And then it fell off a cliff.
This is
real
actually
fast.
substantially worse, I feel like, but
It got-
in like a really charming way.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In the beginning, it was kind of to like, well, we had a great time last night. All the like she was speaking in complete sentences without weird pauses.
Yeah.
And then as soon as she started to have to describe Latin night, it was everything went downhill.
Very, very funny also to do this after the event has happened.
yeah. Well, I think the first one blew up because she did the first one in March, and then I think because it blew up, there was like this thing where she had to start doing it every couple of days. She does one of these, and so now what's awesome is now every few days she posts one of these, and a bunch of people are like, Margot, you look incredible. This is awesome. You're so like
It's
people
so
just-
nice. Everyone's so positive
No, wait.
with her. Right?
Everyone
for
is
one
nice
second?
to her about it for
Yeah.
sure.
Now, Howell, I have a question for you here.
Sure.
I'm noticing a certain spelling in the
Yes. I was wondering about this too.
Now, so it says there were dance lessons given and Margot Ritas.
She
Now,
has her-
is
she has her own
this
beverage.
her? Okay, this is her signature drink. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was like a play on her name being Margot, or she genuinely thought that's how Margarita was spelled.
Sorry. My dog just loudly yacked in the background.
Oh no. Was that Rosie or?
No, it was Danny.
Okay.
Danny's in here with me.
Oh.
He's okay. Margaritas. She has her own beverage in Chippers, which is in celebration of
And
her.
Chippers is like the restaurant that's in the golf club.
It's
That's
the
such a
bar
good
and
name.
dance floor area that
That's
she's
really
in right
good.
here.
I don't want to know about this lady's politics. I will just say that because she's so sweet.
I will say the country club is owned by a Democratic senator from Florida. So
It's probably about as good as it gets in Florida.
I don't know. I don't know anything about his policies and stuff like that. But I would say it's at the very least it's not a Trump place.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. Dan, hit play on this one. I think.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
Hi everyone. Join us here at Chippers on Friday night. We are having Fish Fry Friday, and we are also having karaoke night. So if you like music and you love to sing, join us here.
A fish fry dance party seems.
That's
very
Honestly,
funny.
that sounds like a really good Friday night to me.
Yeah.
I would love to go to a fish fry. I had some fish and chips the other day. Fucking great. Really good.
So the last one that I put in there, I just I wanted to show. This is a very recent one. This is from this past week, and I just wanted to show. We were talking about improvement. I think so. Critical to what Margot is and does is she sets these up herself. You can see she's still got the remote in her hand.
Yeah.
She does it all one take without without rehearsal. I think that's very like critical to
Yeah.
what she's
If she's
doing and
rehearsing
how-
these, I don't really understand.
It wouldn't work.
No.
It wouldn't work if she rehearsed them. But I did want to show you just how much she is improving in the sense that she's realizing her own importance, and she's like going for it more and more and more.
Camera angle here seems a little better too, maybe.
She's holding a purse too, which is obviously a
doing
sign.
the Dutch angle for some reason. I don't know why.
Hi everyone, it's Margot. How's everybody doing? Shall we twirl into Monday together?
Oh, she's feeling herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Twirl.
The confidence.
Fun twirling.
Oh.
Let us all be a reservoir of love and
Reservoir.
Wow.
She's like,
into the world.
she's become a messianic figure.
Videos of you twirling, I love them. It is so funny. I just love watching you twirl. So please send them to me. I will share them in my stories. Tonight we have bingo starting at 6:30. Prizes will be given away. It's going to be a fun night. We're open to the public. So come on down to Martin Downs Golf and Country Club. On Wednesday is Caribbean music, and the first weekend in August, actually August 3rd, we are having a sock hop.
Wow.
DJ
They're having a
band.
sock hop.
Come on down.
Sock hop
Love it.
DJ
We're gonna be
band.
wearing our
Okay.
poodle skirts, and it's gonna be fun. So have a great day.
I'm gonna follow her right now on Instagram.
She's awesome.
This is great.
I love Margot so much. She brings so much joy into my life.
How old do we think Margot is?
I think she's 50s.
Early 50s, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. She seems great. She seems
I think she could be a very glamorous like 60s. I think she could be a very
Possible.
glamorous 60s.
Oh, interesting.
She's-
Okay.
Yeah. She's great. That's so nice.
Or very radiant, I should say.
It was fun seeing her start to kind of
I'm
like
following Martin Downs now as well.
Yeah. It was
Wow,
nice to see
they
her
have a
start to sort
nail
of feel
salon in the
herself.
golf course too. I
Ooh.
didn't know.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
also
this whole
something.
page truly just is Margot doing these videos. Eh? Wow.
I love it. Yeah.
The something very clunky about the phrase "come on down to Martin Downs," and she's like never changed it or improved upon it, and it's so beautiful. It as like one of the many things woven into that fabric. I love her so much.
Really good. Really nice. My social media update this week, I have found so Twisters just came out, the movie Twisters. I do probably want to go see it. I'm not
I think I'm gonna go see it Monday.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be pretty good.
I will not be seeing it.
Anyway, there's a
I refuse to learn who Glenn Powell is.
You know what? I like Glenn Powell, but I didn't like the Hitman. He's really good in the new Top Gun movie because he's really good at like playing a smarmy asshole.
Yeah.
So he's great in that sort of role. I think that's kind of the character he plays in Twisters. It sounds like. Anyway, there's an account on Blue Sky.
How you like me?
Yes, there's an account on Blue Sky called DVD Menus, and this is a screen grab from the Twister DVD menu, the special features page, and there is a music video for a song called "Humans Being" by Van Halen.
That's a beautiful song.
Great song title. I didn't know Van Halen was involved with the movie Twister, but apparently it got to the point where Sammy Hagar was so obsessed with tornadoes that his bandmates kept telling him to stop writing about tornadoes, and then he quit the band. So I'm not sure where this interview is from. This is Partinardi on Blue Sky, who's very funny. They posted a screen grab of an interview with, I guess, Eddie Van Halen, EVH.
Yeah.
And he says, I'd say that we actually had problems on every album except for 5150. Sammy wouldn't even work with producer Andy Johns on For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. Oh, that's fuck. I just got that.
Yeah,
That's fuck.
That's really good. Yep.
He demanded to work with Ted Templeman because Ted lets him get away with everything. Then, like I said, things got really ridiculous when he started working on the music for Twister. Alex had called up the director, Jan de Bont, to ask him how closely he wanted the lyrics of the song that became Humans Being to be related to the movie's context. De Bont said, oh, please
Good
don't write
question.
about...
That's a good question.
Yeah. De Bont said, please don't write about tornadoes. I don't want this to be a narrative for the movie. So we put him in contact with Sam, who called me and said, I had a great conversation with De Bont and everything is cool. Then maybe 2 seconds after I got off the phone with Sammy, DeBont was like, Sammy's a little strange. I kept telling him that he shouldn't write any lyrics about tornadoes, but he still kept insisting that I fax him tornado-related technical jargon. Does Sammy just want to learn about twisters for his own personal reasons? I said. Beats the hell out of me. And so what does Sammy come back with? Sky is turning black, knuckles turning white, headed for the hot zone. It was total tornado stuff. Not only did Alex tell him not to do that, but the director of the fucking movie told him, do not write about tornadoes. The situation with Sammy was so bad that I had to warn Bruce not to let him know that I had come up with the title and the melody, because if he found that out, he would have completely turned off. Whenever I suggested something to Sammy, he would just stop talking to me. Howell, you're a musician. Have you ever wanted to write about tornadoes?
I don't have it. No, I don't think I have any. I don't
There's
think
not
I have
something
any
that
songs about that.
I mean, maybe after seeing the movie, you're seeing Twisters, so maybe.
What if I fax you a list of tornado terms?
I think I could. I think there are probably some great. I mean, that I think is why. I think if you're writing a song, sometimes it's nice to look at a list of
terms and
cool
words.
phrases.
Sure, yeah.
Like,
Tornadoes have a lot of cool
what
phrases.
happens.
Funnel.
You know
funnel.
for sure when Sammy Hagar saw the
zone.
hot zone. Yeah,
Oh my
exactly.
God.
Like
Yeah.
I mean, how would you not? How if you knew about the hot zone, how would you not put that in the song?
twisters in the hot
I mean, that's it. There you
It's so
go.
funny though that he wanted to write a song that was just like Twisters coming, baby.
Yeah, like the story of the movie in a Van Halen song is so funny. God.
Yeah.
Wonderful. John,
I mean, they should have let him.
It is Van Halen, so it's not like like Eddie Vedder doing the music for Into the Wild, where he's like, okay, I'm just going to do it solo, and it's going to be all like finger plucked banjos and mandolins and acoustic guitars, and it's like "Hurl in the mountains," whatever. Like he was like genuinely wanted to write a Van Halen song about tornadoes. You can. It would be the most absurd song you've ever heard. That would not fit with the movie. Like it would genuinely be so jarring if like the climax of the movie has like a Van Halen song and Sammy Hagar's going on and on about tornadoes.
It was also Twister came out in an era, I feel like, where you really where it seemed like everything was trending towards like the song for the movie was like a heartfelt ballad that they played over the end credits. Instead of the movie being like, we're going into the hot zone, baby, like right in the middle of the you got the touch moment of the movie or whatever.
really good. John?
Okay, found a great tweet. Was a text message exchange. I would like to believe that this is Tito Ortiz on the other end of this text message, but this is from A Gem Tattoo on Twitter, and they wrote, apparently it has been 6 years since this interaction with a potential client. Okay, so this is someone who wants a tattoo.
Okay.
And they're texting. A-Gem says in the replies that at the time they were giving out their personal number if you wanted a tattoo. So this is to A-Gem's, it's to their phone. Yeah, it's Jack. I wanted to make an appointment. Okay, awesome. What did you want to get done? I was thinking some roses. Sweet. Where do you want the tattoo? At Diamond Mind. So they think that A-Gem is asking the location. Like
right.
And then so A-Gem says, you're texting the right person then because I work there. Haha. Yeah. Where on your body did you want the tattoo? I don't know what you mean. I'm not sure how else to say this. What body part would you like your tattoo? I still don't know what you mean. Do you want the tattoo on your arm? No, thank you. So where do you want it? I have no clue what you're saying.
What the fuck?
This is really good.
You have to put the tattoo on your body, right? Yes. And you have different parts of your body, right? Yes. So if you want a tattoo, you'll have to pick one of those body parts. Yes, that's right. So what body part do you want your roses on? I don't know. And then A-Gem says, I think a consult might be best for you.
Get him down there. Get him face to face.
Maybe go to a doctor first where they can explain what the body is. And then,
So then A-Gem, as a joke, sent the meme of Patrick Star from SpongeBob, like not understanding, like not being able to read their own ID.
Yeah.
And then apparently, because A-Gem stopped sharing screen caps there, after the SpongeBob screenshot, he said SpongeBob is for willies and that he thought he should book with someone else. I never tattooed him, and I guess I'll never know what body part he wanted to get tattooed. So
that's really good.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Good. So
It
good.
did feel like it was building up to a prank where they're like, "Can you just send me the tattoo or something like that?"
Yeah, like it feels fake, but I don't think that it's fake. Like it has enough of a thing where you're like, maybe it's not fake. Either way,
people are that stupid is the thing, right?
For sure.
Like,
Sure. Yeah. I don't know what they are thinking. The person who's like
really no clue at all. But yeah, really good.
Great post, whether it's fake or not. Don't care. Really good. I mean, it's got a ton of retweets. So maybe, someone replied, this reads like they thought you would sell them weed and roses is the key word for
yeah, totally. It does have that. It's like a code word. And I don't know which, they didn't take me through this part of the password process.
Yeah.
Very strange. Anyway, speaking of strange things, let's move on to our block tale.
What did you tweet? You brought receipts. Blocktail. Woo. No longer can see the post. It's a blocktail. Woo. You probably.
How do you guys not do the woo every time on that?
I've heard the song 200. I think that's how it is. But I still do get past guest Kevin Banner sent us a video of him doing like balls and cocks and balls. That often like runs through my head when we're
good.
Yeah.
Really
because he was filming it. He was at work and he works in construction, and he was like, it seems like he was like driving a bulldozer or something. And so he filmed himself and he starts singing the song normally. He's just like, no longer can, and then he just starts going cocks and balls and dicks in a cocktail. And then now that's more what's running through my head than the woo-woo parts. But anyway, Howell, it sounds like you have a very complex block tale for us. So hit us with it.
There's some things I want to get out there. I want to air.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
So I was listening to Eminem's new album out of curiosity.
Okay.
The other week.
You love Eminem.
Well, I saw Eminem posted about the Hawk Tua girl on Twitter, so that was pretty epic. Yeah.
I
didn't have that on my 2024 bingo card, by the way.
And I didn't either because I didn't know he knew about anything going on right now because I listened to his album.
Right.
So
he's still rapping about Obi Trice and D12 on the new.
You would not believe it. Like I listened to his new album, air quotes new, because
what's it called? Is it The Death of Slim Shady?
It's called The Death of Slim Shady. He's finally killing off that guy that you thought was dead a long time ago. Like it's
Yes.
I was really curious what the fuck Eminem could have to say in 2024. What could he even possibly talk about?
Because the last thing I feel like people remember about him was the Donald Trump freestyle, where he's like, "That's an awfully hot coffee pot," and it's like the fucking worst thing in the world.
Which it was, but it was also like. It seemed like maybe he had watched television sometime in the last 10 years.
He knew who Donald Trump was.
He knew who Donald Trump was.
Yeah.
So this album is like you opened a door to a stale, dusty room that no fresh air has hit for years. And Slim Shady's like bouncing around in there and still talking about Tom Green and shit. Like
okay.
I think Caitlyn Jenner was trending because he mentions Caitlyn Jenner so many times on the record.
Okay.
This is mind blowing. There is a song, the entire song is a diss on Christopher Reeves.
What?
The
Superman?
The Superman who's been dead for decades.
Yeah.
And who was paralyzed before he died.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, you know why he's bringing up Caitlyn Jenner and Christopher Reeves. Like it's Slim Shady. And it is like, but it's unbelievable. He's trying to like start a rap beef with a guy who's been dead for decades.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, he died in like 2004, didn't he? Like
Was it even that late? I thought it was like in the 90s he died.
I got a pet peeve. His name is Christopher Reeve.
But
yeah, he died October 2000. He died 20 years ago.
Yeah, 2004, age 52.
It's I like it's so crazy. But the thing that killed me was one of the songs starts out with something like he says, "This will probably get me kicked off Twitter. This will get me banned, get me kicked off Twitter." And I'm like, you had years to fix that. But it's the first line of the fucking song, man. You had years to fix that. I had so I have a song on my new record called Netflix Should Be Free.
Yeah.
And I've been working on that song, or it'd been a part of the record for over a year. And the whole time I'm like terrified that I'm gonna wake up, because Netflix is like having all these financial issues and stuff. I'm terrified I'm gonna wake up and it's gonna be Netflix is now free with ads, or or Netflix closes. Netflix is done.
Or changes their name.
Or they change their name or anything. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I mean, like, I would then immediately have to figure out, okay, could I say Hulu should be free? Can I change it to something? And Hulu should be free would sound like Hulu paid me to paid me to make it.
Yeah. Because Netflix is sort of like the one you think of, you know.
It's the one that it's the Xerox of those. So it's the one that like it's the one that communicates what the thing the best. Anyway, so but what he says, this will get me kicked off Twitter. Not only is it not called Twitter anymore, which is not a huge deal because people still call it Twitter.
Yeah.
But the conversation for more than a year, for a couple of years, has not been, oh, Twitter is the woke site that bans everybody who says whatever they want.
Yeah.
It's the opposite thing. So like I don't know, write a song where you talk about that, but instead this will probably get me kicked off Twitter. But here's the big thing. The big thing that this did to me personally is I found this very ironic and annoying because Eminem got me kicked off Twitter. Eminem got my ass kicked off Twitter.
Okay, go on.
Because my primary account on Twitter for a long time, for a decade, was Lydia Burrell. I think the last time I was on a main feed episode of this show.
Yeah,
it was as Lydia Burrell. That's my handle. That was the name of my old band that's on. And even after that band was on indefinite hiatus, I still used that account a lot. I posted a lot on there, and I was very active on Twitter in those days. I did a lot of I did whatever I thought was funny at the time. I did politics. I did silly stuff, real stuff, raw stuff. I did, but I'd get creative with making videos and posting them to Twitter. I also would document parody songs. Like I would go on YouTube, look up a topic for a parody song like pumpkin spice lattes or COVID famous. We talked on a bonus episode about the COVID parody thread.
Oh my God.
Or
I
just
can never forget it.
The Thanksgiving stuff in general, too.
The Thanksgiving stuff. I had a bunch of Christmas, like I'm Santa and I know it, stuff like shit like that. Like if I would just find my favorite moments of parody songs and I would post those. And what ended up eventually, because I was doing that kind of stuff, I got hit with DMCA strikes.
Sure.
Two of which were because of Eminem's intellectual property or whatever. It's copyrighted stuff. And the final one was Eminem. Now, I happen to think that everything I did on Twitter in those days falls within fair use to me, because I was being creative with it, I was doing stuff with it, and I was like interpreting it, and also I was sharing parody songs, stuff like that. I wasn't trying to make money off of Eminem's music or whatever, right? Yeah. I was doing creative stuff with it. And so what I would like to do for my Blocktail is share all of the videos that got me DMCA strikes.
Okay.
So that we can look at them and say, okay, that was worth it, or that wasn't worth it, or that should have gotten me kicked off Twitter, or that shouldn't have gotten me kicked off Twitter.
Okay.
So All right. Yeah. Dan's got the first one pulled up here. And apologies to anybody listening on any platform where these immediately get DMCA strike.
So if you're watching this on YouTube, yeah.
I don't know how that's all going to shake out, but hopefully we'll be able to describe these a little bit. But all right, this first one, I actually didn't get a DMCA strike for this first one, but it's the first in a thread that was caused a lot of problems for me.
Okay.
And it sets up what I was doing in that thread, which is, I said, my new hobby is making really shitty mashups in my phone. And I tried to make music mashups in the iMovie app on the iPhone.
Okay.
And iMovie
that
is a
app
terrible.
sucks, by the way.
That app sucks so bad, and it is the worst thing you could use to put music together because you can't change tempos, you can't snap down beats to stuff, you can't match up beats. So you can watch, because the way I did it is I screen grabbed the video of the session. You can see that I'm just nudging little chunks of different parts of songs around. Go ahead and play this one. And again, these are shitty mashups.
Oh my god.
I think the next part might actually get kind of good. I think this part gets good.
Okay.
Oh, it's messed up. No, it's messed up.
Okay.
No,
It's sort of.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the part that's good. So I had to use the flute version of the UB40 song,
right?
Because I couldn't find an instrumental of it.
Girl talk, eat your heart out.
Yeah. All right, so that's what I was doing while I was bored at work that week.
Sure.
Right? Was these, and so the next one is one that I got a DMCA strike for. And this one, I cannot. I don't know if I can prepare you for how shitty this mashup is, but just go ahead. Go ahead and play it.
Where's my snare? I have no snare in my headphones.
Have you ever been hated or discriminated against? I have. I've been protested and demonstrated against. Get signs for my wicked rhymes. Look at the times. Sick as the
Oh my god.
Keep all this commotion and emotions run deep as oxen. Zippers flaring from parents, just blow them off and keep going. Not taking nothing from no one, give them how long as I'm breathing. Keep kicking ass in the morning and taking names in the evening, leaving with the
This really surprised me because I didn't know that they would search for just the vocal part of a song.
Look at me now.
But Eminem's got a very strong team, I guess.
You look so ridiculous now. I'm sorry, mama.
Jesus Christ.
So bad. This sucks so bad.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. So since this is definitely gonna get muted, I'll say we didn't start the fire with Eminem rapping "Clean Out My Closet" over it.
Oh my god. Okay.
Hated every second of that.
that's
You can see parts where it sort of fit a little bit, but
a little bit. That I gotta say, not worth posting, not worth getting a DMCA strike over at all. All right, this one.
Oh no.
So this got a strike for, not because of this. I got a strike for because of the Men in Black.
Spoiler.
Yeah. But yeah, you can go ahead and play it. This one surprised me with how well it turned out, actually.
This one actually kind of goes.
Okay, it goes. When I made this, I had to I searched around to see if Girl Talk or Neil Cicierega had done this already because it matched so well right away. Except I had to do this. It's Man in the Box to Men in Black, and it works.
Yeah, that works.
This one is good.
Yeah.
This one is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have sex to this later.
Ooh.
Sometimes you try to make a shitty mashup and you accidentally make a good mashup.
Yeah. I think it was smart to follow up the Eminem one with this one because it makes this one seem even better.
I think this one actually came before the Eminem one in the thread, but I got struck on the Eminem one first. Again, I can't change the tempos, I can't change the pitch, I can't move the beat around at all. I just had to drop it in there and hope that it worked. So the fact that this is working at all is a miracle.
Right.
All right, next up, this is not a mashup, I don't think. I don't think the next one's a mashup. I think this is the... Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is the... I made a little photo collage about... Oh, this one... Whew, wow, this one... I made a photo collage about a quote tweet I did getting added to a moment. And I set it to the Pitbull song Moment featuring Christina Aguilera. Christina Aguilera, who coincidentally gets, like Christopher Reeves, has felt the wrath of Eminem in I think one of his most popular songs. Has an extended sexist rant against Christina Aguilera
and Britney Spears, I think.
Well, the classic line of Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera arguing over who gave head to Fred Durst first.
Yes. Yeah,
right. He pairs them up in that, but it is so crazy to me that is in one of his most famous songs. That really anyway. This is. Let's play it. Let's play it.
Ask for money and get advice. Ask for advice.
That's me reading the tweet.
Money twice. I'm from the but that Chico nice. Y'all call it a moment. I call it life.
One day while the light is glowing, I'll be in my
Just me writing the quote tweet.
But until the gates are open, I just wanna feel this moment.
We got added to a moment.
I just wanna feel this moment.
I'm so excited that I got
I remember
added to
this
a moment.
post. I fucking love this post.
So libertarians come for me.
You're dabbing on them.
I do the dab.
Yeah,
you got a dab.
Really good. I
good.
remember this post. I love this post.
Yeah, definitely worth a view on our YouTube.
It is. I do kind of love it. It is also mystifying to me because there's so many things in here I wouldn't do anymore. I wouldn't read a Pitchfork headline about Billy Corgan's politics.
Sure.
And be like, I gotta quote tweet something about, I gotta say something about Billy Corgan's politics.
We've all grown past that. It's kind of nice.
It's just it's weird. It's a different day. It's a different day for me. I mean, I'll say when I look back on most of the shit I did on the Lydia Burrell account, all I see is a guy who was bored at work. And now I work for myself, so I'm not bored at work anymore. But
you're just stealing time from yourself,
which is fine to do, by the way.
Yes.
Because you know what, I'm my own boss, and fuck my boss.
Yeah.
But this is funny, but it also relies on you knowing like what a moment is.
Yes.
The gist of it is Billy Corgan said he's libertarian, hasn't voted since 1992. The quote tweet is me saying, got to hand it to, I say these people, meaning libertarians. They don't vote and they're getting everything that they want because the world is getting more
unregulated and worse. And yeah.
And just like crediting them for, I vote most of the time and the world's getting worse for me.
Yeah.
And you don't vote at all. And it's seemingly getting better. And then it got added to a moment, which meant that a bunch of people read it, which meant that I got a bunch of libertarian replies that were calling me like a bigot against libertarians for calling them these people. It was a great experience, and I had to drop the dab on them. So, and that's
great form on the dab, by the way.
What's that?
Really good form on the dab.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
There was like a brief 1 month period where if you, as a teacher, the kids would ask you to dab, and if you did it, they loved you. It was like a very fun month.
What about
throw us a dab? And then
what about flossing? The floss dance? Did you have to do that?
No. Dabs were the only cultural move. Cultural move moment.
There are definitely teachers who have to floss.
Yes, for sure. I'm sure there are.
That has definitely happened.
Totally. Yeah. I'm not saying that has never happened. I think the dab was the only thing in my career where it was just like, Mr. Cullen, do a dab. And then you do it. And then they'd be like, oh, they loved it.
It's funny to imagine somebody who hangs on to the dab thing, even past the kids no longer
for sure,
like
there's
the
still
dab.
A teacher out there that's like,
that's doing the dab.
Yeah.
Still.
100%.
The students, I think, would be smart enough to pretend to like it so that they could see it again.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. You would hope so anyway.
All right. And this last one is
by the way, I can see how that one got you a copyright strike because it's just the song.
Yeah. It's just purely the song.
Yeah.
But I think I've applied the song in a transformative way, which is fair use.
Yeah. No, that's true. Yeah.
And then the last one is one of my favorite YouTube videos. And this is the one that got me, they struck me for this one, and then I was immediately suspended.
Was the account? It came back eventually, right?
Well, it did. Yeah.
Okay,
after
it was a while.
When Musk took over, I appealed it, and they gave it back to me.
God.
But I don't. That's the thing. I don't really use that account. I mean, I have followers on there, so sometimes I'll try to promote stuff through it, but I don't use it I don't use it as a creative outlet anymore, or as a document of other people's creative outlets anymore.
Right.
But this is Eminem as well. This is, I was doing a Christmas parody thread, and I found one of the best ones on YouTube. It's a student film from a high school I'm finding this out, in Vancouver, that the three of you all went to, I guess. You guys all went to this high school.
We're aware of this.
Yeah, Dan, Stefan, and I famously all went to the same high school.
Yeah.
So it's a high school production, and it's on the YouTube page of the high school. It's not on the guy in the video's YouTube page. And it's a parody of Stan, where the kid is writing to Santa Claus.
Okay, great.
And it's very long, so we may want to skim through parts of it or something.
Okay. Really insane song choice.
Yeah.
I guess he's writing to someone, so.
Yeah. Now.
Oh my God.
The One of the notable things about this is he doesn't change. He changes who he's writing to.
Right.
Santa Claus.
Yeah.
He doesn't change any of the rest of the story. So it is about a guy
killing his pregnant girlfriend.
Who like kills his pregnant girlfriend or whatever. It's still about that. But he's writing to Santa about it instead of Eminem.
I left my cell, my pager, and my home phone at the bottom.
Now Santa, of course,
you must not have got him.
His desk is at this high school. That
he's at like an office. Yeah.
Oh no.
It's too sloppy when they got him. But anyways,
he's written a lot in one Christmas card here.
I'm about to be a father.
By the way, I just want to be clear. No one's ever written a Christmas card to Santa. It's like note paper.
I read about your friend Rudolph with the red nose.
I read about your friend Rudolph with the red nose. He really did just take the text and just insert
Santa stuff.
Santa stuff.
I mean, I will say a parody of Stan about Santa is legitimately something I would record and make as a sound alert for the Go Off Kings at this point.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Your biggest fan. This is Sam.
I'm trying to remember. There is like a SNL Stan parody that might be the same thing. That might be writing a letter to Santa. That came after this.
It's just weird that he changed the guy. It's not Stan, it's Sam. But that doesn't really like.
Yeah, it literally is a letter to Santa.
Yeah.
So SNL saw this and they were like, we could do this.
Yeah. When did the SNL one come out?
You don't answer.
Pete Davidson is the guy.
So
it's
way after.
Way after.
Yeah.
He's gonna said hi to Daniel.
Okay, do we need to watch this whole thing or?
I don't think we do. But
okay, just checking.
I do recommend people.
2020 was the.
Wow. Okay, so it could have. Yeah.
I do recommend people watch the original Santa parody.
Yeah, called Sam.
Yeah.
I do remember there was one that was like on the radio here, like the year that song came out as well. I'll see if I can find
about Santa also.
Yeah, it was
sort of makes sense. The logical leap is there, I think.
Yes,
right?
Sure.
You're writing who else do you write letters to? You know, so very funny to keep the part where you kill your pregnant girlfriend in.
Yes, definitely. And Santa's been known to force that out of people.
Yeah.
I think later the driving sequence, where he's like yelling into the
drives off
tape
the bridge.
recorder or whatever. Yeah. I think that there is a sequence like that in the they went all the way through it, and the principal of the school was like, "Yeah, this is great. I love being Santa Claus."
Jesus Christ! At the very least, she should be like in a sack in the back of the sleigh, right? To keep it Christmas themed, maybe. Right?
Oh my God,
that's a missed opportunity right there.
Stefan, I do think that you have really like come into your own in this era as a kind of, I don't know, parody savant or something. And I think,
coming from you, that really means something. Thank you.
Well,
because your Eminem parody, the Slimer Eminem parody you did is, let me see, God, what was it called? What did you call it?
It's called Ghost Who Snacks, I think, or something like that.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's called Ghost Who Snacks.
I need to, because John, you've heard my Slimer song, right? Where I'm fucking Slimer.
Yes.
Yeah. That shit's unironically fire. Like, it's good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's good.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
This is Howell's version. Let me just make sure that you guys are going to be able to hear this. Let me just make sure I've got everything routed correctly. But this like blows mine out of the water, and this is also going to get a copyright strike probably. This is also Eminem.
Eminem's gonna come for me again for this one. But.
So this is also Eminem, but let me make sure this is routed and then recording properly. So
tooting my own horn here, and also acknowledging that it's rough in parts. I did the vocal line for this in one take, like while I was watching the Go Off Kings, and then sent it up.
And the song is also about fucking Slimer. So. Yep. Okay, can you guys hear this?
Two trails of Ecto whenever he flies by, whenever he flies by, whenever he flies by.
This is really good.
Two trails of Ecto whenever he flies by, whenever he flies by, whenever he flies by. Goes to snacks. Snacks a lot. Slimer snacks. He's a blob. Goes 2 stacks, 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 goes 2 stacks.
There we go.
A green little monster that people can only see partially. A ghost, she's all slimy and he wants your dinner. Well, if I see Slimer, this is what I'll give him. An orgasm that'll leave his ass quivering. Some top that'll put Slimer to sleep quicker than a blast from my proton pack on my back balloon. The little glob's gonna be hotter than the food he's eating. In the scene from the movie when Dan Aykroyd sees us. He's got little arms and he seems so crazy. And when backed in a corner, he will slime you, baby. I know that you got a job, Bill Murray, but Slimer's my problem now. Go on, then scurry. So the little green G is sliming me, and I'm getting all covered in the ecto-peas. They ought to make another one of the movies.
The
where it's just me and
ecto-pea.
Slimer getting busy. So, come on, my little ghost from the crypt. Shoot your slime on my lips and get some on my tits and get ready. Cause I'm about to fuck this dead thing named Slimer. And this is still Eminem, by the way. He's a big fat blob of green, and he's got a big tongue and a slimy sheen. And he's been dead for a century, so I'm gonna eat Slimer's green pussy. I said, this
Oh
little
my
guy looks
God.
so dang mean, and he's only at 50 opacity. So I'm gonna make it bust all over me. I'm gonna make Slimer squirt that green.
All right.
The Ecto-P. I also did an Eminem parody for Weird Al karaoke.
Oh yeah, what was that
way
again?
back in the day. I was like a nerd, so I like dressed up as a nerd, and I did My Name Is, and it was My Name Is Carl, and so it was just like, hi,
Carl's kind
my
of a nerd name.
My name is Carl. My name is Carl, and then yeah, I did it for Weird Al karaoke, and I think it went well.
Really good. Yeah. Eminem,
Yeah.
fun to parody.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 And also you can only improve his songs. You know,
Yeah.
you
Yes.
can't make them worse.
Yeah.
No, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. It started with I found it somehow. Just the text of it started out, "Hi girls, do you like virgins? Has your mom been the only one who's given you encouragement? Want to copy me and do exactly
good
like I
rhyme.
did?
That's a really
Get
good
hit and
Eminem
beat
rhyme.
up by younger kids?" And then it goes on from there.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Really
It's
good.
Yeah, fun
Thank you,
times.
Howell.
Fun
Thank
times
you.
with Eminem. Fun
Yeah.
times, Howell. We have a great listener block. This one is from Nick, a name that will be familiar to big blockheads because Nick constantly fights with his neighborhood Facebook group, and he's done it again, folks. Hello, Block Party crew. A while back, you read one of my block tales where I got blocked by someone in my neighborhood Facebook group because I was needlessly obnoxious to a woman who was way too upset over a stop sign, and well, it's happened again. For the last few nights, there has been overnight road construction directly in front of our houses. Loud machines running from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Nobody can sleep. People have been discussing and complaining about it in the group. And then one guy behind an anonymous name told us all that we are entitled crybabies who should just shut up because the city knows best. His bootlicking finally got the better of me, so we went back and forth a few times. Then he said he knows more than me because I've worked in civil construction for 20 years. How many years experience do you have? I answered 21 and went to bed. In the morning, I noticed he had spent much of the rest of the night angrily and or stupidly replying to other people. I guess he couldn't sleep either. But the admin had removed all my comments and I could no longer see the original post I had commented on. I'm not entirely booted from this horrible group yet, but my time is coming. Keep up the good work, Nick.
Wow.
So
Wonderful.
great work,
Yeah.
Nick.
Nice work, Nick.
Always love a reply like that. I've done it for one more year than you. And clearly this guy's not an internet veteran because you never ask a
No.
potentially rhetorical question
No.
to someone who is terminally online. You will never win that battle. So great work, Nick. If you are terminally online and you have a block, you can send it in to us at blocked@blockedparty.com and maybe we'll read it on the show. You can also donate to the show at patreon.com/blockparty. $5 a month gets you access to 3 bonus episodes every single month, including this week, part 1 of our very special 50th Blocked Bag, our mailbag. We are going through and answering all of the questions you asked over the last 4 years that we did not answer. And there are so many of them that we had to split the episode into 2. Raquel Belmonte joined us for part 1, a very fun time. So check that out on our Patreon. You can also follow the show on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok at Blocked Party Pod. You can see the video of this episode on our YouTube at Blocked Party, and we're also on Blue Sky at Blocked Party. And of course, if you like the show, please tell a friend. we're here at the end of the show, and that means, Howell, it is time for the top 3.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Uno, 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 uno.
Mustard.
3.
Mustards.
2.
Girlfriends.
Uno, 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 uno.
All right, Howell, what do you have for us?
Has girlfriends ever been one?
Top 3
It
girlfriends?
was, I think, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Was it? I don't actually know that it was.
Or it was
Let
top
me-
3 X's or something. I think
That's
it
what
was.
that's what they're saying in the song, right?
Yeah,
Girlfriends.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, let's-
mustards I don't think
That's
has
pretty
been,
good.
but
That's a pretty good one. Girlfriend.
yeah,
Top
condiments
3.
has been.
Top 3
yeah,
girlfriend.
it's oh no, that was a block. Hold on, I'm looking it up here. Top 3. Yeah, no, there's. Oh wait, hold on.
I thought it was top 3 X's or something.
Top 3 things you love about your girlfriend. No, okay, let's see. Exes. Yeah, your favorite exes or someone you went on a date with.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was Allie Pierce back in episode. I don't know. It was a long time in 2021. So
wow.
That would be a weird conversin.
I think we got through it okay. I mean, Stephen doesn't have any exes, so that was easy for him. He was a virgin until he met Irene, but for me and Allie, I think we had a fun time.
Yeah, it was good. What do you have for us, Hal?
His mom was the only one to give him any encouragement.
That's right.
All right. So, in the spirit of my new song, Squirrel House, on my new album, I Need Some Help. Squirrel House is a song about after you die, getting buried in the backyard with your ass up, and so that squirrels will move into your house, into your ass, and live in it as a house.
The house.
Okay. Yeah.
Your ass is a house after you die. Let's do top 3 things they can do with your body after you're dead.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Like that.
All right.
Howell, we'll start with you. You're number 3.
Okay. I say bicycle. Make me a bicycle.
Oh.
Okay. Now, what would the car sex guy think about that?
He would go, that's normal to me. That's a normal thing.
Finally is what.
Or
he
is that
would
a
say.
regular car to him? Anyway, sorry, I don't want to get into this, but yeah.
So bicycle, obviously they could just arms and legs, like you're kind of already built like a bicycle. You can just arms and legs, sort of holding the wheels. They're riding your back. If you're lucky, they put you front facing, so you're riding down the road.
Looking at the road. But yeah, it would be weird if you're looking up.
No, if you're unlucky, they put you the other way, and it's your ass that's going forward. They got to put the headlight in your butt or whatever. But but I like the idea of the headlight in my mouth and I'm facing forward. I like that.
Yeah, they attach the water bottle holder to my cock.
Yeah.
That's
good.
All that's solid.
I like that. Yeah.
Okay, Stefan.
I'll go with the crash test dummy, which is potentially a one-time use thing, depending on how fast they're smashing the car into a wall. But I think doing crash test dummy stuff with like actual human corpses, it seems like it would work better than the crash test dummies, right? Probably.
I mean, it would work better, and you'd get a really cool video of yourself that you'd never get to watch.
I wouldn't get to watch it, but my family would, and I'm
Your
sure
family
they would
would watch it.
Yeah.
He died the way he lived.
Yeah. This is my dying wish. Is for
Do you guys
to watch
remember
me.
when the crash test dummies where it was like a cartoon?
I do remember that.
Like they kind of were their own.
They like I think I had action figures. I had
the
crash test
head
dummy action
crash
figures.
test dummy kind of was like C3PO almost.
Yeah.
Had like a similar kind of stilted.
Yeah.
I think I had a coloring book maybe.
Yeah.
They must have had like a friend that was like a child detective or something, right? They had to have something like that.
They were
They had to have
called
an audience surrogate.
They were called the Crash Dummies.
The
Incredible Crash Dummies was the line of action figures. Yeah.
And was it a cartoon too? I feel like they made it into a cartoon, but maybe not.
I swear it was. Let's see. Crash Dummies cartoon. I'm pretty sure it was.
Series. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I totally remember
It was a
that.
TV special on Fox Kids.
1993.
Yeah.
It was later repacked as a video to be sold with 2 of the Crash Dummy action figures. Yeah, I fully remember that. And I feel like I had the action figures. I definitely had a coloring book. God, the 90s were cool. The 90s were fucking
It was the guy. It was made by the guy who created Eek the Cat.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Okay, number 3 for me. Someone holds me up at a Leafs game, like as a like the Leafs score, and I'm like wearing a Leafs jersey, and they like hold up my dead body in the crowd as a way of like cheering, like I'm like a puppet that they're like, yeah, and then the camera pans and they're like, what the is this guy on this other guy's shoulders, and I'm like dead and my body's all
really good.
Floppy.
Hell yeah.
Or they could throw my body on the ice, like Detroit has like the octopus. You know, and I think Nashville's got the catfish
like I knew that,
or whatever. But so they can hold me up when the Leafs score and then just chuck me on the ice, and then the ice crew's got to come out and be like, "What the fuck?"
This team's fans got a dead guy. They got a dead guy.
They got a dead guy, and then the Leafs go on some like winning streak, and they're like, "Do we got to bring the dead guy back?" I think you know. So that's my number 3. Howell, your number 2?
My number 2. This one is inspired by our friend Tom Walker's Twitch stream, where he a lot of times lately he's been playing GTA 4 with the traffic turned all the way up, right?
So, wonderful streams. Yeah.
He's in GTA 4 and he's constantly getting hit by cars going at infinite speed. And GTA, of course, does that thing where when you die, it shocks to black and white and slow-mo.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the times he's hit at such velocity that his body will just go spinning in slow-mo out into space or out over the water.
Totally. Yeah.
And his arms are, arms and legs splayed out oftentimes. I think, when I see it, I'm like, how beautiful would it be if you just got filled up with helium or hot air? Your skin sac got filled up with helium or hot air, and then you're just sort of floated out over the ocean.
That's nice.
Float away.
I like that. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's really beautiful.
I think it would be very cinematic.
I like that. That's very touching and beautiful. My second one is you stick a hose up my ass and turn it on and see how much you can like fill me up.
That's good.
Yep. John?
Number 2, Stefan. I want Stefan to do a live blocked party, but like Weekend at Bernie's style.
Yeah.
Where no one knows I'm dead. So everybody flies in.
That's tough because you do more of the talking.
100%.
So
but I mean, it'll be like, oh, it's weird. They haven't done a block party for like a month. What's going on? You can make some excuse or whatever.
Sure.
And then you wheel out my corpse like I'm still alive for the block party live show. And it's like a Weekend at Bernie's, Weekend at Johnny's.
You could set up a feud where it's like John's mad at me or something, and that way it'll make sense that he's not saying anything.
Yeah. That's good. All right.
Love it.
Howell, number 1.
Oh, my number 1 is just sit me right here at my desk, turn on OBS, turn on my camera, start my stream, and just title the stream Ask a Dead Guy or something like that. And then just leave the stream running until like my skeleton head drops down or whatever, until it's no longer visible what's happening.
Great. I love that one.
Love that.
I mean, that's honestly better than a lot
Dead
of the content on Twitch nowadays too. So
true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Number 1 for me, I think, shove me in a cannon, launch me. It's sort of similar to the Crash Test Dummies one, I guess, a little bit, but just launch me at a wall out of a cannon. I just kind of, I mean, again, I wouldn't see what
yours
happens.
have all been sort of stress tests.
Yeah.
Yours have all been body. See what the body can
Love to
do.
know what could happen. You know what? No, I'm going to change it. Hook up my foreskin to like a crane and see how long you can hang me by my I'm
going to guess not
corpse's
long.
foreskin.
The idea.
See how far it
Probably not
stretches
very
out.
long.
Yeah. I know, but I just want to see
spin you around
on a crane
and see how long it stays.
And then
attached.
it just launches me eventually and rips my dick off. Or my foreskin, maybe not the whole dick, but yeah. Anyway,
I'm going to guess it's the whole dick.
Probably the whole dick.
Right off. Yeah.
John?
Well, look, I'm going to be honest. I think you two have both shown your ass here. Because the number one thing I would like them to do with my body when I die is use it as an organ donor.
Wow.
And save some other people's lives.
You can still do that with mine once you're done with all that stuff.
I don't think so. There's a lot of impact there. And I mean, I guess people wouldn't want to use your penis for penis donation.
Before that, yeah.
That's what I mean. It's too, it's not exactly what you'd like to have.
It's small.
Exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
But I think the best thing you can do
I actually meant after they take the organs out. That's what I meant. I meant after they they get the organs out. Then
that's too bad. You guys really don't have much love for your fellow man, but that's fine. I think the best thing you can do is save a few lives in
That's
passing.
nice.
So
that's nice of you.
my number one.
Great number one.
Great top three, Howell. Great show as well. So great to have you back on a main episode. Before we go, anything you'd like to plug?
Yeah, my new album, I Need Some Help by Howell Dawdy. You can listen to it anywhere you listen to music. You can download it on Bandcamp. Check it out. I think there's some fun stuff on there that listeners of this show would enjoy, and it's music made by the.
It's so good. It's so good. Mexican Coke is. I mean, you've heard it before. It's the song of the summer.
I've heard that people are calling it. Everyone is calling it the song of the summer. We're hearing that more and more and more.
Yeah.
Yeah, check out. Also, I mean, there will be. This is coming out right away. I think
it is.
Right?
On Monday.
But I think next month there will be a video for Squirrel House coming out.
Wonderful.
I think
using your own ass for it, or
it's we're doing an animated video for it.
Okay.
Me and a really talented artist.
That makes sense.
It's an animated video. I did shoot a video for Squirrel House like 2 years ago, and it didn't work. And I did also shoot myself on my bed with my bare ass up in the air lying on a green screen for the video, so that I could make these like composite images of my ass sticking up out of fields and stuff.
Right.
The whole thing didn't work.
To go up there, you're too tight.
The squirrels I was leaving a trail of acorns up to my butthole, and I could not get a single squirrel in there. It was really annoying.
That's tough.
But yeah, I'm looking forward. The video looks awesome. I'm really looking forward to that coming out. But just the only other things I'll plug are the Big Howell and Possum podcast, and which I think is a very funny podcast with my friend the Possum, and my Twitch stream is twitch.tv/Big Howell Dawdy, and I stream on there 3 times a week. I do a game show stream. I do a movie night with DB, friend of the show DB, and I do a fleet stream on Fridays where we watch a lot of videos like the Margot videos.
So there you go.
Wonderful.
People can find that all on Twitter at Howell Dawdy.
At Howell Dawdy on Twitter, yeah.
There you go.
I'm on Blue Sky, Howell Dawdy, Blue Sky, all that stuff.
Perfect. So give Howell a follow. Make sure you watch his Twitch stream. Listen to the new album, I Need Some Help. As for us, you can donate to the show once again at patreon.com/blockedparty. Ad-free episodes, 3 bonus episodes a month. It's a great deal. Head on over, check that out. You can follow us most places at Block Party Pod. You can see this episode live on YouTube at Block Party, and we'll see you back here next week. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.